Hello everybody, my name is Stuart Knight, and I'm the author of the book, Marginalizing White Supremacy. Now, what is white supremacy, you may ask? White supremacy is an ideological precept that some people have, that by virtue of the color of their skin, they are predestined and have the right to define what is culturally acceptable to non-white peoples across the world. Now, how do black people fit into this concept called white supremacy? Considering that it had its present-day manifestations during the 1600s and was particularly expressed for the purposes of making black people into slaves, and so that that condition would last into perpetuity, we must come to grips and gain an understanding of how this system functions for the purposes of fostering a better day and a brighter future for not only ourselves, but for our children. Now, the book Marginalizing White Supremacy starts off with some of the subliminal white supremacist messaging that permeated the campaign of President Barack Obama. The book then moves into how we ourselves as a people manifest white supremacist traits and manners of thinking in our own actions as a people, how we perceive ourselves, how we interact with one another, and how we interact with the so-called dominant society or white people as a whole. The book then moves into gaining a cohesive understanding of history. You see, history is important. Without history, you cannot know where you've been, you cannot know where you're going, and you for damn sure can't know how to get there if you do not have a grasp of knowing who you were as a people before you were made into slaves. Then the book moves into the small nuances of white supremacy. How certain television commercials are white supremacists that you may not pick up. How in certain areas of people activity, like entertainment and sports, white supremacy is present that black people really don't notice. Also, then the book moves on into solutions. Solutions as to how we can begin to foster a better lifestyle for ourselves as a people. How we begin to be able to think as one, live as individuals, form a community, and practice group economics so that we can ensure that we are financially able to fight against the white supremacist social order in all its manifestations. And that's what we need. We need an individual effort to a collective advancement. It's not just about trying to unite with the next black person. It's about uniting with yourself and gaining that understanding about yourself so that you can be an effective person under the white supremacist social order. So once again, go out and get the book, Marginalizing White Supremacy. That's available at Amazon.com, Lulu.com, iBooks, and Barnes & Noble. Also, I have 2 books of poetry, Poetic Visions and A Steep Mister for a Sister. Both of those are available in ebook form at Amazon.com and Lulu.com. But Marginalizing White Supremacy is the book you want to get. If you are a black person and you always wondered why things are the way they are, it will give you a little bit of insight into what white supremacy is so that you can move forward on your own and gain more knowledge so that you can find truth for yourself. Now, once again, that's the book Marginalizing White Supremacy, like so. And once again, go out and pick it up at Amazon.com in print and ebook form. Thank you very much.